Welcome back to our channel for the latest news updates. In breaking news, the United States has conducted airstrikes on Iran-backed militias in Syria. This military action comes in response to the recent rocket attacks on U.S. targets in Iraq. The targeted strikes were authorized by President Biden, aiming to send a strong message to Iran. The Pentagon confirmed that multiple facilities were hit in eastern Syria near the Iraqi border. These locations were reportedly used by Iran-backed militias to launch attacks against U.S. personnel. The airstrikes were carried out by U.S. F-15 and F-16 fighter jets, ensuring precise targeting. According to official sources, the strikes successfully destroyed several buildings and killed multiple militants. This operation was a direct response to the threats posed by these Iran-backed militias. The U.S. government has expressed its commitment to protecting its personnel and interests in the region. This military action is a clear signal that the U.S. will not tolerate attacks on its forces. Tensions between the U.S. and Iran have escalated since the U.S. withdrew from the Iran nuclear deal. The Biden administration is now seeking to address Iran's destabilizing activities in the region. However, the success of these airstrikes does not guarantee an end to the proxy warfare in the region. Iran has condemned the strikes, calling them illegal and a violation of international law. They have warned of consequences, escalating concerns about potential retaliation. The situation in the Middle East remains tense, with many countries closely monitoring the developments. These airstrikes highlight the complex dynamics between Iran, the U.S., and their proxies in the region. The U.S. has stated that it will act to defend its interests and those of its allies. The international community continues to call for de-escalation and diplomatic solutions to prevent further conflict. It is unclear how these strikes will impact ongoing negotiations with Iran regarding its nuclear program. This latest military action underscores the challenges in finding a peaceful resolution to the tensions in the region.
U.S. airstrikes kill Iranian proxies in Syria, officials say. The Pentagon on Sunday announced a new round of airstrikes on Iranian facilities in Syria that officials said were linked to dozens of recent attacks targeting U.S. troops there and in neighboring Iraq. A senior U.S. defense official, speaking on the condition of anonymity to discuss preliminary assessments following the strikes, said that the training facility in Bukamal was used to store weapons and that secondary explosions were observed. Militia personnel were present when the strikes occurred there, and the Pentagon determined that some were killed. The official added, "We continue to message to Iran that we hold them accountable for these attacks on U.S. personnel and that their leaders must take action to constrain the activities of the groups Iran directs, trains, and equips," the official said. After the airstrikes, at least 4 more attacks were launched against U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria, underscoring the Biden administration's struggle to deter such acts. Biden has faced criticism from some Republicans who called previous strikes insufficient and argued they would not deter Iran. Israel-Gaza were live updates. Gaza's 2 biggest hospitals in crisis amid fighting. Bombardment, officials say. Israel's hunt for Hamas puts Gaza's Al-Shifa hospital under siege.
As always, stay tuned for more updates on this developing story.